Caroline and I'm a registered dietitian. So this set of videos is going to be a lot more intimate. As you can see, I'm on the floor in my room right now. I'm gonna open up to you guys a little bit more about a project I'm doing to become a better dietitian and to see the world through my patients' eyes. So quick recap, I work in pediatric gastroenterology and often work with patients with Crohn's disease. For those of you who don't know, Crohn's is an inflammatory disease of the bowel that can occur in either the small intestine or the colon. It's life-altering and incidence is on the rise, and people don't really know why. A lot are postulating it could have to do with, you know, mainly genetics. That's kind of the well-known potential factor that causes diagnosis, or environmental factors. Something that's been postulated recently has been leaky gut. So quick background on the guidelines for Crohn's. You know, usually adults get Crohn's disease, but I think the statistic is like 20 to 30% is adolescents. I'm not sure, I have to check on that. But anyway, it's more rare for pediatric patients to get it, but it's not impossible. So right now, what the current guidelines state is that if a patient is in a flare-up, meaning that they have active disease, inflammation is high, they have to undergo remission through exclusive enteral nutrition, or EEN, which means that they are on a tube feeding solely. That tube feeding can be either administered via NG tube or gastrostomy tube, which is somewhat more rare, or by mouth, oral consumption. So my challenge that I'm doing for myself to try to see what this is like, because honestly it sucks, is for me to go on an exclusive enteral diet for about 5 days is what I think I can commit to, and that's even going to be a stretch. So I'm doing this daily vlog to show you guys my journey with it. Honestly, I'm not doing too well right now. I have kind of brain fog. I've had headaches like off and on. This is my official first day. So I'm going to kind of walk you through my day in a nutshell and how things are going. I want to thank Kate Farms for providing me with the tube feeding supplies for this challenge. I do want to make it known though, however, that Kate Farms did not pay me in any way to do this challenge. So no financial compensation. This is just me being crazy and wanting to do this challenge because I'm motivated to be a better clinician. But the product I'm using is it's hard to see in this light, but the Kate Farms Core Essentials. I like this product because it tastes good, in my opinion. You know, I'm drinking it. I don't have a G-tube or an NG tube that I place myself every night. So I'm drinking it, so it's gotta taste good to me. I'm only doing the chocolate one because I'm not a huge fan of the vanilla flavor. And I'm not doing the plain peptide version just because I don't need that for, you know, I don't need my nutrition to be more broken down. I don't have any disorders or diseases like that. So I'm kind of a fan of this product because mainly the taste. Number two though, all of their ingredients are plant-based, which I think is important. I'm not vegan or vegetarian, but I do think for environmental reasons, having a predominantly plant-based diet is important moving forward in this world. It's free of all common allergens, so I have a life-threatening nut allergy, not peanuts, but still it's just nice that it's allergy-free, and that there's 5 grams of prebiotic fiber in here. So prebiotics help create short-chain fatty acids in the gut, which helps overall prevent leaky gut and creates a better microbiota in the gut system, so that's nice. It's also got MCT oil, which I don't necessarily need. Again, I don't have malabsorptive issues, but again, that's sort of it in a nutshell. And most, if not all, of the ingredients are organic in this product, so kind of cool. So thanks, Kate Farms. So down below you'll see all of this kind of written out if you prefer reading instead of listening to me talk. But I'm just going to go through. I have a pre and post survey that I've answered that I will kind of recap in a final video, but I just want to go through my day in a nutshell. So I work full-time in a clinic. Today I worked in the GI clinic, so I had to go to work. That hasn't changed. But I woke up about, you know, 7:15 and I'm allowing myself coffee on this diet. So screw it. I can't not have my coffee. So I'm going to have that. I only have like a cup every morning. I'm not one that has coffee through an IV drip or anything. So I had that, and then at 8:15 I had my first bottle of this. I calculated my energy needs, so it puts me at about like 5 or 6 bottles of this a day. There are 325 calories in every bottle, 10 grams of fat, 18 grams of protein, 41 grams of carb. So not trying to really have any specific nutrition goals in this next few days other than just get it down and tolerate this. So I won't be building muscle. I'll probably be, well, who knows if I'll lose or gain muscle. I'm not sure. I am continuing to work out though, which I'll go and do more later. But was feeling really energized this morning because I think I had solid food, you know, the weekend prior. So I was feeling really good. 10 a.m. I'm charting, you know, about to see patients. You know, I had seen patients prior, and I was starting to feel a slight hunger pang, kind of feeling a little lightheaded, like my blood sugar was dipping a little bit. So I get a blender bottle, 28 ounces full of water, and I chug that. But then like 9 minutes later, I've literally documented this to the T. 10:09, I felt nauseous, I felt lightheaded, so I took my second bottle of the tube feeding. I just needed something. I started drinking half of it, and then at noon, lunchtime, I finished the remainder. I guess I'm sort of grazing in this pattern, at least is what it's looking like so far. I didn't really have structured meals. Then I was busy with work. I kept my mind busy, so it wasn't until 2 p.m. that I started my third bottle. 3:30 I finished it. Again, feeling lightheaded, and people in clinic were talking about ordering French fries. And, you know, when we all get a free minute, we scroll through Instagram, and I see all my foodie accounts, and it's just like, oh, this is tough. So I'm feeling the hunger pains. I'm feeling what this is like for patients. It's really tough. I felt like I was kind of missing out a little bit. And then somebody in clinic told me that I was hardcore. So I'm just thinking, you know, from a patient standpoint, if somebody didn't understand the reason why this was medically necessary, you know, somebody could brush it off and say, oh, you're so hardcore, like, wow, liquid diet, dang. So, you know, that was interesting just for me to kind of reflect upon that statement and kind of think, okay, if I were a patient going through Crohn's, how would I feel in this instance? Okay, so then I got off work around 4:30, drove home, and right away 5:15 my sister who's in town is like, all right, we're going to yoga sculpt class, which is always super intense. It's a heated class. We have weights, super high energy cardio. So I was proud of myself for getting through that. I chugged another bottle of the tube feed before the class, and then after I think I had a glass of water, obviously, to rehydrate and stuff, but whoa, I sweat a lot during the class. I will say I'm going to get really intimate and kind of TMI in this video because I'm going to talk about my bowel habits. So I've only had one bowel movement so far today. Granted, I kind of deal with some IBS issues where my bowel movements are very inconsistent, but it is usually I have more than one bowel movement per day. So that was interesting. I've also been a little more gassy than usual, so that's just something to note. And then I had some tea this evening. Again, that's really probably not allowed in the true Crohn's diet to induce remission, but I'm slightly modifying it. My family went out to dinner tonight, and I'm not with them right now because I am trying to stick to this as well as I can. So yeah, it kind of sucks. This is day one. I'm gonna go try to do this as close to 5 days as possible. My schedule will just not allow for any more than that. And I think I might actually have to break it tomorrow because we're going out to family friends for dinner, and I don't want to just be rude. It's just awkward to explain this, even though I probably should. I just am not. So that's the whole point of this scenario, is like, okay, if this was really me having active Crohn's disease, I couldn't do that, okay? Because it would make or break my ability to go into remission. So again, a learning process, eye-opening, but I'm going to stick to it. I'm going to keep at it through work this week. So I really hope you guys can join me on this journey. Hopefully it's interesting for you. If there are any other dietitians out there that have done something similar, I'd be curious to know your thoughts. So yeah, thanks to you guys for watching. I think I'm going to go to bed early tonight, or maybe watch some Hulu or something, because I'm feeling kind of low energy at the moment, and I usually go to bed a lot later than this. So just going with the flow, riding this wave. So stay tuned. I'm going to do a daily vlog, like I said, and don't forget to follow me on Instagram. It's at CarolineCWeeksRD. I do a lot of updates as well there. So thanks, you guys.